Serenity Sessions.
Well, good evening. We're here tonight. I'm Arden, and we're here with Tom Coles, Serenity Session out at Serenity. Tom, I have a great question that I like to ask all the artists, but first of all, I just want to say thank you for such a great performance. I thoroughly enjoyed your picking.
Oh, well, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Very wonderful.
I love this place.
So the question I love to ask all my artists, and it's a pretty serious question, Tom. So what makes your bum hum?
What makes my bum hum? Wow.
Pretty deep.
Yeah, kazoo, probably.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
kazoo,
That would work.
that would work. Awesome. So from that, I need to ask you, what inspires you? Like, you took us all over the place. You were mostly in the 60s and 70s.
Mm-hmm.
You did some of your own work, which is very much inspired.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear it, you can feel it, very much inspired by the 60s and 70s.
Mm-hmm.
But what inspired you to become an artist?
Well, I was an aspiring young lawyer, actually. My mother insisted I become a musician.
Yeah, I was gonna say, really? You almost had me on that one.
Yeah, no, I don't know. It's I guess I'm a creative person, and as such, you're always looking for some avenue of expression.
Right.
And I started playing guitar when I was about 13, and just took off from there, I suppose.
Are you self-taught?
Yep.
Excellent. So do you read music?
Not enough to hurt my playing.
Awesome. I love that. I love that. So who most impacted the direction of your music?
That's really easy. Two people. Originally, it was the song from the songwriting perspective. I'd have to say Gordon Lightfoot. Definitely.
Yeah, I love Gordon.
And from the guitar perspective would be Doc Watson.
Okay.
Yeah, those two.
So what was it about Gordon that spoke to you?
I think the uniqueness of his sound. You know, I've heard people say that they've described Gordon Lightfoot's music as the definitive Canadian sound.
Yeah.
And I have to agree. You know, for the most part, in a lot of genres, people are always emulating
Yeah.
what's happening out of Nashville or out of LA or out of London.
Yeah.
Whereas Gordon Lightfoot kind of broke that mold. He created a completely original sound. And I think the sound reflected a lot of the nature of Canada,
Yeah.
which is always dear to my heart.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
yeah.
why would that be?
Lifestyle.
Maybe. So then the guitar, that would be your other inspiration.
That well, I say there's a multitude of guitarists that I really admire.
Yeah.
But as I told people during the performance, there was that incident when I was like about 16 where I took in a Doc Watson workshop.
Yeah.
And it completely changed my outlook on guitar. I'm a solo performer mostly.
Yes.
And so I want a sound out of my guitar that's as full as I can possibly get.
And it is.
No, thank you. And that style was what enabled me to get the sound I wanted, was from watching and picking up some pointers from people like Doc Watson.
And you weren't very old.
At that time, no, I think I was about 15 or 16.
Right.
At that time, yeah.
Right.
I didn't
So
learn it right. It took me years to get it though.
before you were an aspiring lawyer.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh,
Right,
okay.
right after Mensa. You know.
Oh, well, there you go. Well, I have to say that, as I was listening to you, I really could relate to just the sound and the soul, and it did make me, I could close my eyes, and the richness of your playing is absolutely there.
Oh, thank you.
It's absolutely there.
Great.
Now, as far as writing your own songs, you shared a little bit of a story about your ring.
That's right, yeah.
And so that really happened. I know there might have been some influences there, but...
Actually, the ring was an inspiration. I mean,
Okay.
the story, the story is just a story. But
Right.
for some reason, I remember standing in this market and pondering over this ring, and I bought the ring, and then the song just kind of manifested from that. And so the ring was the inspiration, but the story is, of course, the story.
It's a good story.
It's a good story.
Tom is a really good storyteller. He's fabulous. I love
They're all true. Everyone.
Everyone, just like everything
Right.
on the internet is true.
That's right. Yeah. It's in the tabloid.
It's true.
Yeah.
Bat boy, he was that. But anyway, Tom, I just, for myself personally, am honored by the fact that you're part of the Valley.
Yeah, I'm glad to be part of the Valley.
Yeah.
I love it. I absolutely love it here.
What is it that brought you here? I know you were, a little further down the valley, but you came a little further up the valley.
My wife and I have always lived in a very rural setting. We live like we like to try and live a lifestyle in adherence with Gandhi's teaching of live simply so others may simply live.
Nice.
So we've lived in rural areas and commuted into like Kamloops. We had a shop in Kamloops. Commuted from Lewis Creek area. So we got to that point in our lives where we had we sold our property and our shop. It all sort of came together, and we no longer needed to be close to the city. We could move a little further afield, and we came up here. We looked around, and we just fell in love with the place. And so it was meant to be.
Now you're not just a singer, guitar player. You have a couple other pokers in the fire.
That's right.
So tell us a little bit about that as well.
I'm an astronaut and a neurosurgeon.
And he's amazing. I'm telling you, this man is amazing.
And brain surgery in space is always challenging, but no, I'm a tattoo artist.
Excellent.
Yeah, I get paid to poke fun at people. I'm also an artist blacksmith.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And that's a fairly new thing for you too.
The blacksmithing?
Yes.
Yeah, well, about 10 years or so, I guess. But,
as an
fairly
artist,
new,
though,
yeah.
that's pretty new.
It's challenging, and any medium that's challenging is, of course, rewarding.
It is.
Yeah. You know that. You're a potter, right?
Yes, I am, and it is a challenge to find your voice in what you do and what you create so that you're different from everybody else. Absolutely.
Keeps the creative juices going, right?
It does.
You gotta branch out into different mediums of expression, like I said earlier.
Excellent. That's right. So, Tom, I'd like to thank you this evening for coming out and bringing such a soulful heart
Oh, thanks.
to the evening, and I'm honored. I loved what you had to share tonight, your music and the music of our past artists
Thank you
as
very
well.
much. Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here, and hope to come back again another time.
I sure hope you will, and thank you for coming out. I must say thank you from Serenity, and check us out on serenity.ca. Thank you.